Hello, everyone. This is Charles. Hey, this what's to follow is an outtake from a video I had done previously in the difference between ignorance and stupidity, and I wanted to get that out there. But before I do that, I want to bring to your attention a scripture verse. You know, there's so much wisdom in the entire book of Proverbs, and I make it a habit to read at least one chapter every day, usually in the morning. But here's the verse that I think applies. He that answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame unto him. And this word hears it right here. It's from a primitive root to hear intelligently, to understand what you're hearing, paying it with the implication of paying attention. Most people today, at least the ones that I talk to, now maybe, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who are not like this, but there aren't enough. And my experience is that most people reject what you have to say if it doesn't fit the mold of what they've been brainwashed and programmed to believe. And it's hard to run a country. And you know, I use the word country instead of nation because we're no longer a nation. We're no longer a nation like Iceland. The same homogeneous culture, homogeneous society, the same race of people, the same culture. They're able to get things accomplished. When our United States and now Europe is so split up, and there's so many different groups of people, this race, that race, Asians, the blacks, and the whites, and now we're all starting to fight with each other. It's going to be very difficult to get anything accomplished in this country anymore because of that reason, and because a lot of whites, a lot of Caucasians, a lot of Israelites don't want to listen. They got their fingers in their ears and they got their hands on their eyes. They don't want to hear what anybody has to say if they disagree with it. And we're headed for some big problems because of that. So what's to follow is just my short take on the difference between ignorance and stupidity. You don't want to reject a matter out of hand before you even give it some attention, some thought, and don't reject it, and don't use ad hominem attack against people who have ideas that are not in agreement with yours. Why don't you carry on a little bit of give and take and have a little back and forth on the facts, and maybe you come out to find out that you might be wrong. I've been wrong so many times. I was wrong, and I've changed my mind. I've rethought what I used to think, and I no longer think that way. And there's a lot of issues that are coming out now that we've been duped on. We've been deceived. But you know what? You talk to most people. Oh, no, not me. It's easier to fool people, is a saying, than it is to realize that you've been fooled. Anyway, I'm going to stop. I'll let you watch the rest. This is a good video to send to somebody. I hope that you can explain to them the difference between being ignorant and being stupid. So to those of you who are watching, thank you very much. And you don't want to be stupid. You know, there's a difference between being ignorant and being stupid. Ignorant is, I don't know something, and I admit I don't know it, so I'm going to look into it, and I'm going to educate myself, and so I'm no longer ignorant on that particular subject. Stupid is rejecting the ideas that are contrary to what you think without giving it any thought at all. Before inspection, before investigation, you reject the ideas that you don't agree with. That is stupidity. And we have a lot of stupid people here in the United States, folks. And I hate to say that because this is my country, but the vast majority of the people that you engage with are so programmed and so brainwashed that you can't find a common ground. You can't suggest an idea or a thought that may be different than what they currently think for a number of reasons. That they either think you think they're stupid, which in a lot of cases they are, and they just can't entertain any thought other than what they see on TV. If Megyn Kelly doesn't talk about it, it can't be happening and it can't be important. And if the other CNN, Wolf of Blitz, and wherever he is now, CNBC, CBS, whatever, it's all the same, folks. All controlled by a group of people, and they're brainwashing Americans.